Welcome to Mindless Entertainment. My name is Jesse Milestone, and this is meant to offend. So if you're offended, good. Because I have just heard the most outrageous thing, and I verified this. I looked this up. Somebody sent me an article, and I looked into this and found that this is unfortunately absolutely true, which is that an anti-vaxxer at some little protest because there's been a massive measles outbreak somewhere in this country, which is just ridiculous. So there's a little group of anti-vax protesters being like, "You can't take our rights away," and a woman was wearing a yellow Star of David that said "No Vax" on it. Now, I don't know if I have to explain how abjectly messed up that is, but in case I do, here we go. Here it goes. In case you're not familiar with the history of this yellow Star of David, this is what the Nazis forced Jews to wear during World War II in Nazi Germany during the Holocaust to identify them as Jews so they could be more easily singled out and, murdered. This was the purpose of the star. And this woman's sitting here, she's not even a Jew, by the way. She's sitting here being like, "Oh, you're singling out Jewish people," because I guess some Hasids don't believe in vaccinations. Well, that's too bad for them, because Hasidic Jews are not all Jews. That's not all Jews being singled out. I'm Jewish, I got my vaccinations. Thank you very much. And I'm sorry, you're not a goddamn Jew, so don't think that you speak for me or my people. Thank you very much. And I looked at this. This is not the first time that the Yellow Star of David has been used as part of the anti-vax movement. In fact, it's not the first time it's been used as a form of protest that has nothing to do with Judaism in the first place. There was a gun store at some point selling Jewish stars to protect your right to own guns. Yellow Stars of David, somehow symbolizing your protection of your amendment rights. There was some woman who threw a yellow star on her when she got banned from Twitter because, violation of free speech. This is not your symbol. This is not your emblem to go around being like, "I feel like I'm being persecuted like a Jew. I feel like this is as bad as the Holocaust." Screw you, no. That is not what this is for. This is not something you get to reclaim. There's nothing for you to reclaim. There's no part of this in your life or your history. This is our N-word. This was something that was thrown upon us. This was shame. This was worse than shame. This was a mark. This marked you out for death. This marked you out as an expendable human being, as a person whose life didn't matter, as a person who was lesser than. That's our N-word. You don't get to reclaim it. You don't get to walk around the streets wearing that. If we want to, if we feel there's some honor or reclamation in owning that symbolism, in owning that imagery, then we get to do that, but you do not. This is not yours. And you all know I am not big on the concept of cultural appropriation or whatever or whatnot and what have you, but there are some things that are sacred to people. There are some things you just don't do. I'm not a fan of taking somebody else's culture just for the sake of trivializing it or turning into your own means and uses. I'm not a fan of that. You can do it if you want to, but understand that you are being an abject piece of shit if you think it is okay for you to take the Star of David, turn it yellow, and stick it on your body as some sort of badge of honor, some sort of protest, some sort of marking you out as special. This does not single you out as special. This singles you out as less than human. And if you're proud of that, then go for it by all means. But you do not understand the meaning of the thing you're doing, and you do not understand the meaning it has to people. Some of whom are still alive today who went through that. Some people who watched their parents forced to pin that star on them, and then later watched those same parents shot in the street or carted away to die. So you do whatever you want. It's a free goddamn country. I can't tell you what to do or what not to do, but understand how ignorant and goddamn insensitive you are if you do something like that or think something like that is just fine. I'm all about cultural sharing. I'm all about culture giving. That's great, but you better effing understand the culture that you're taking. That's all I ask for. You have some understanding, and some deep understanding. I don't just mean you read a damn history book and you know what it was used for. I mean you really understand in your heart the way my people understand what that means, because that is not for you. You can take it and you can try to make it for you, and all you're going to do is make yourself look ignorant as all get out. So don't do it. I mean, do if you want to, but just know that I'm here and people like me are going to be here to call you out on what a dumb goddamn fuck you are being if you're going to keep doing shit like that. That's all I got to say. So if you're offended, awesome, brilliant. I don't care. If you enjoyed this video, there's a button for that. Go ahead and hit that button. If you like this channel, there's a video for that. Subscribe, notifications, all of that stuff. That video will tell you all the things you need to know about getting involved with my channel, Patreon, t-shirts, things like that, social media links. Thank you guys so much for listening. In case you couldn't tell, this is something that's a little bit personal for me. It matters a little bit, you know, a lot to me. So, just something I felt like sharing with you guys. Take it or leave it. Bye.